Welcome to the Clean Multiplayer Pro Getting Started tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to set up the asset, and after that, I'll show you how to get around it, show you what's in the package and how it works. So firstly, you have to import the asset itself. You can do this through your package manager in My Assets. And here you find the asset itself and import it just like any other asset. I'll do it through a package like this, but after you've clicked import, it'll be the absolutely same process. So you get this here selection of files, and then you click import. And then after you've imported the asset, you see this editor window pop up, the setup wizard. It will walk you through. It's semi-automatic. So firstly, we have to change the color space setup. This will make the game look better, as linear color space in itself makes all the lighting look much better. After that, we'll add all the scenes to the build settings. So now we can move on to the package management, where we are going to install all the dependent packages. So firstly, let's click on Fusion 2. You see the asset store pops up. You can open it in Unity like this, and then once you've clicked that, you go back to the editor, and in your package manager you see Photon Fusion. Just click import, then import again. Once it's installed, you'll see this Fusion 2 window appear, and as you can see in the box here, in the comment box, it says make sure to input your Photon Fusion 2 app ID, which you can put in here. If you open the Photon dashboard, here, if you haven't got an account, you'll be able to sign up, create your account, and then go to the dashboard where you see all your Photon Cloud apps. These are basically your app IDs with which you can log in to use the servers, the Photon servers. So if this is your first time using Photon, we can create a new app by clicking this button. And because we are using the newest version of Fusion, which is Fusion 2, we're going to select in under Photon SDK Fusion, and then in the SDK version, make sure it's set to Fusion 2. After that, your application name can be whatever you want. Doesn't have to be something specific. Description as well, optional. URL is optional as well. And then you can just click create. After you've clicked create, it should appear. And if you scroll down to your app, which is the one you want to use for this project, you can click on your app ID, select it, copy it with Ctrl+C, and then head back to the editor and paste it in your Fusion app ID input field. And that's it. Fusion 2 is installed. Now, once you've imported Fusion 2, you might see this Text Mesh Pro window as well appear. If it doesn't, you've always got this button right here, Install Text Mesh Pro. It will guide you on how to install Text Mesh Pro, which basically, if we click it, it says go to Window, then Text Mesh Pro, then import Text Mesh Pro essential resources. So if you go here and click on this, it's the same way, we import it. And there you go, we've installed Text Mesh Pro. Now the third step is to install Photon Fusion 2, which is the same process as Fusion. We can import it through the package manager. After it's installed, we will have to import the Photon Voice app ID. We can do this by heading to this path, Photon, Fusion, resources, and photon app settings. Here you see all your IDs. We've got the Fusion one. We've already set that up. And if we head to Google and go to our Photon dashboard again, we can create a new app which uses, under the Photon SDK, voice. And then same process, whatever name you want, description, URL, optional, and we click on create. After you've created it, you see it pop up. There's a Photon voice app ID. You copy it by clicking on it, Control C, then, or if you're on Mac, Command C, and then paste it in your voice app ID input field. So that's voice setup. Now, because PUN is an old networking architecture, we want that to be removed. So we click on this button, which removes it for us. Then it will want to restart the editor to finish the deletion. And after we've removed Photon PUN, you see PUN removed. Then we have to install an add-on for Fusion, which is the Fusion Physics package. If we click on the button, we'll get redirected to their website. Here you see download add-on, and we just click download. Then you see it get downloaded. We can go ahead and drag and drop the file into our project. Then we'll see this window appear. Click import, and there's that step done. Now we've got 3 steps left. We have to install the input system and then enable it. If we click on the button, it will do that for us to install the new input system, which will be used for the character controller. And then it will want us to restart the editor so it can enable it. Once it's restarted the editor, if it's successful, you see installed and enabled. And now we can install Cinemachine, which will be used for the camera to follow the player. And it will automatically install it for us. And then lastly, the post-processing to make it look good. After you've done all the steps, you'll see setup complete, and you'll be able to open the menu scene. We can go ahead and close all of these windows, and you see this appear if it's all successful. However, there is an issue. If you're using Unity 2021, this issue won't be present, but in later versions of Unity, for some reason it occurs. Is that Cinemachine hasn't been installed successfully. So to fix this, all you have to do is go to Unity registry on your packages in your package manager, and then type in Cinemachine, remove it from the project, and then install it again. This should fix all of the problems and should make the project run successfully. If you've got any problems at all with this process, you're more than welcome to ask a question in the Discord server, which is listed in the description. But yeah, that is the setup itself. One thing which I would like to mention though is that if you're using HDRP or the URP render pipeline, this would probably not look the same way. It'll probably be purple and ugly. So to fix this, we can head to environment and then art and materials. Here you see all the materials which this template uses. If we select them all, we can then head to edit, and I'm not using HDRP or URP, I'm using the built-in render pipeline. But if you are using a specific render pipeline, you see a section called rendering, and if you hold on it, you then see materials. After you hold on materials, you see a conversion button, which converts them to either URP or HDRP. After you've clicked that, the asset should work at its best. It is all complete, and now you're ready to enjoy the asset and make an amazing game with it. But let me show you how it works. If we click on play, you see here, you can select a character we would like to use, enter our name, and in here choose a region which we would like to connect to. I'll put it to auto. Then if we click on enter, you see we get connected, and this is the room list. Here we'll see all the rooms. Currently there are none. Also the number of rooms created, the players in total which are in the rooms. We are also able to search for rooms. And on the right side, you see the room creation. Here we can type the room name, room. You'll be able to see the characters which you have currently and the max characters. You will be able to set up a password and then select the max players which you'd like. All of this is completely customizable, and you can make it work in your favor. If we click on create, you see we get put into a room we can walk through. It is private because we've put a password in it. You see the ping, the FPS, the number of players, the name, and then here's the players list. We're also able to type, switch the scene to a different scene, which the switching of the scenes works by changing the environment. If you head to Clean Multiplayer Pro and then scenes, you see the environments. All this is that once you click on change the scene, the environment is switched, but all the players stay connected. That's how this system works. And of course you can customize fully all the environments. You'll also be able to see the voice icon when you click V as you speak. This is the kick button. You are able to kick players if there are more than 2 players in the room. It is activated, this feature. And you can also leave the room. So this is a quick overview of how the template works. Now I'll show you the folders. You've got the main folder here, which is Clean Multiplayer Pro, and everything is organized. You've got the UI, the scripts, the scenes, the prefabs, so on. You also got the documentation, and you'll be able to find anything you want. One of the main scripts that do most is the Fusion connection script. This controls most of the networking. So if you want to change anything in the matchmaking, the connection, you would likely be going through this script. But anyways, it's pretty clean and simple to customize, and I wish you to be able to create amazing games with it. And really I want to thank you for getting it, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial on setting it up, and then me walking you through it, and see you in a different tutorial.